despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
18.
Trubisky to throw again. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller from 6 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
18. Set up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-8. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 98 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's go. 54, Sam.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
22.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go,
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Trubisky now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On first and goal, Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Duke Riley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Back to throw. Jones has it, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Get up!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 51 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.